Hello guys, thank you very much for joining me. Welcome to the second segment of the day on Pip Valley. We're going to be looking at the Usdzar pair. So we're going to do our game planning for this pair for the coming week. So we'll be looking at the top-down technical analysis from the monthly to the weekly time frame. But this week we're just going to be looking at the daily and the weekly time frame, as we have covered the monthly analysis in the video above. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight into our analysis. We are going to return the structures that we had. First, this symmetrical triangle, this head and shoulder pattern, this breakout that has formed a double top. We have a bearish bias. And also you can notice that we also have a symmetrical triangle, the bigger symmetrical triangle that has formed, which also forms another basis of our bearish bias. So we are anticipating the same movement as this to the downside after the break of the triangle, which is up to 13.56593, right? Then also the bullish scenarios, we're looking at a reversal. Our reversal is mainly supported by this double top that's happening, right? And we'll be expecting that the price will also move to the upside from here. The last scenario is the continued sideways movement, right, where the price is going to range between 1.21600 and 14.39096, or we can say 15.62851 and 14.39096. Given these structures that we have, we'll be expecting three scenarios, as I mentioned. So in our sideways movement, we'll be expecting that the price will continue moving between 15.62851 and 14.39096. So what we'll be expecting in terms of the sideways movement, we'll be expecting that the price is going to form another bottom here, and once it forms another bottom and a reversal pattern, we'll be expecting the price to move to the upside. So we can open a position here, maybe put our stop just here, and then anticipate a movement to the upside up to 15.21600 to be conservative. Then as it gets to here, this will be now a bearish scenario. So if the price gets to here, we'll be expecting to short again the position, or fading it in anticipation of the price moving to the downside up to 14.39096. So this is the movement to the side, the sideways movement with regards to bullish and bearish trades. And now we'll move on to the breakout trade. So the breakout trade, we're going to look at the bearish scenario. As the price went and made a double top here and here, we'll be expecting that the price is going to continue the movement to the downside, as it will be coming to retest this trend line maybe for the third time, the first being here, second being here, and the third now. So this will be strong confirmation that the price is going to continue movement to the downside. But what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the price to close below 14.39096, and if it closes below 14.39096, then pulls back, then we're going to add another position, probably up to 13.56593. Just for disclosure purposes, I have a short position in this pair, but up to 14.39096. Do not copy it, because my entry won't be the same as yours. For the bullish scenarios, what we'll be expecting is that since the price made this bottom and this bottom, we're going to expect the price to form a higher low here. So if the price closes above this low, forming a higher low, then we'll hold long positions, expecting the price to break the trend line resistance zone and also the horizontal resistance zone, pull back to retest both zones as support zone, and will then move to the upside. Actually, you can see that there is another formation of a triangle. Having noticed this, our bullish trade will be supported by this triangle structure that is being formed, and also the double bottom that is formed, and maybe the triple bottom. So this, the other scenario that we'll be waiting for is for the price to break above 15.62851, right, which means also breaking the edge of the triangle, right, then come and retest it or make a close above the previous low, forming a higher low, and then that's where also in the process retesting this 15.21600 as a support zone, and then we'll hold our long position to the upside, probably up to 17.69110. So these are the scenarios that we'll be expecting on the weekly chart. Now let's move on to the daily chart. We can notice that for the past couple of days, the price has been ranging between 15.64136 and 14.39281. So we can notice that the price have been moving sideways, ranging between these two zones. All right, we can also notice that we have a general bearish trend. So if this is a general bearish trend, we can also take this as a bearish flag. Given these structures and also given our general bearish trend, what we'll be expecting three scenarios again. We'll be expecting a breakout to the upside, we'll be expecting a breakout to the downside, and we'll also be expecting continued movement in sideways pattern. Ever since maybe 1 December, we've noticed that the price has been ranging between 15.64136 and 14.39281. So having noticed that the movement is sideways, we can have three scenarios that we'll be expecting in this coming week. So since the price has been making a series of lower lows and lower highs, we'll be expecting that from this lower high that the price has formed, we'll be expecting the price to move to the downside, maybe up to 14.39281. So this will be in light of our expectations of the price continuing moving to the sideways, right? Then a bullish scenario that we'll be expecting in terms of our sideways movement is that if the price reaches this zone and forms a reversal pattern within this zone, this will be a triple bottom. So it will be this bottom, and now this bottom. So what we'll be expecting is that if the price now forms a reversal pattern from here, we'll be expecting to hold a bullish position maybe up to this zone, but it will be a low reward trade, because number one, you're trading against the trend, then number two, this is a range trade. It's actually very risky. Then the other bearish is that upon the price getting to this, if it forms another bearish setup or a reversal setup, we'll also hold another bearish position up to 14.3928. Then now we look at our breakout scenarios, right? So in terms of the bullish breakout scenarios, what we'll be expecting is that we'll be waiting for the price to break above 15.64136, retest this zone as a support zone, upon which we'll now hold bullish positions up to maybe 17.60337. Then in terms of the bearish breakout scenario, what we'll be waiting for is that since the price has formed a lower high as here, the price is going to come and break 14.39281, retest it as a resistance zone. Then from where we are going to take bearish position to the downside up to 13.56593. So these are the scenarios that we'll be expecting on the USD-ZAR pair. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the movements that we'll be expecting in the coming week. Remember, we're expecting movements to the sideways, bullish breakout, or bearish breakout. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate your support, your views, and your comments. And also, I hope that above all those things, you are getting value from these videos. That being said, manage your risk well, grind the markets with great. Roy Machingura out in the pits.